So about 2 or so years ago, I began reading the comic for Invincible. It was after season 1 already finished up, and I was so interested in the story that I wanted to see, where it left off. So I began, and it was either chapters 13 or 14, and from there I was just so hooked with the story, and I just kept reading. Before I knew it, I finished the comic. So after that, I waited to see when Amazon, when they were finally going to release next season, just to see how it, what they changed, how they translated some scenes from the comics to the show, and overall how it stacked up compared to the comic. Now, the way I feel with the new seasons, that's a story for another day. But right now, I just want to talk about the surge of something that's come with the latest seasons: misinformation. Ever since the 3rd season of Invincible released, a year ago or a couple months ago or so, it's gotten a lot more popularity, kind of with the likes of recent shows like Jujutsu Kaisen. So on social media, you got people posting about it way more, stuff like animations, memes,
Mark, look, I made a mistake.
Mistake?
Yes.
cosplays, the whole, all that. And with its increased popularity, another thing people are posting about it is these videos with facts and information about the show. Stuff like who's the strongest, or backstories of different characters, or up and coming characters to show up, or just different parts of the story. Since I read the comic, I kind of already knew about this stuff, and with these recent videos that pop up, I've noticed that a lot of them are just completely false, or they'll just straight up lie about something, or they'll get something wrong. And in these sort of videos where they try to give facts about Invincible the comics, when they're trying to prove whatever claim or thing they're talking about, they'll pull up panels from the comic that are taken out of context and don't actually support what they're talking about, or they'll take up a panel and they won't even know what the meaning of it was. They'll just kind of make up their own, just lie about it. So now I'm gonna give you guys a few examples of what I mean.
Number 3, Sinister Mark. He is completely ruthless and evil. He never holds back, but his main focus is spreading chaos. Number 2, Mohawk Mark. He became the emperor of the Viltrumites on his Earth, and he even killed Adam Eve, one of the strongest characters. Number 1, Viltrum Mark. Wearing the Viltrumite attire, he managed to kill Spawn, a character with practically infinite abilities.
Okay, so now in this video, we see that they're talking about the strongest Invincible variant. And here I'm gonna assume he's talking about the comics, because mostly he's showing comic images. He says that Mohawk Mark is stronger than Sinister Mark, which is completely untrue. For most of the variants, it's kind of ambiguous, and it's not really confirmed which ones are the strongest. The main consensus is that some of the stronger ones is Sinister Mark, Viltrumite Mark, and possibly the Scarred Mark, the one that went to the prison. But one that's definitely not sure is Mohawk Mark. He's definitely weaker than Sinister. When the main Mark comes to the deserted dimension, he needs his help to defeat Sinister Mark. It was implied that whole time he was just hiding from Sinister Mark. And at the end, for Viltrumite Mark, he doesn't even put the right image. He puts the one for the main Mark at the end of the story, not the actual Viltrumite variant Mark. I think the main reason why this video is false, and some other videos like it, is that they just use an AI for it. They probably don't really bother to research and figure stuff out about the comics, and they just kind of type up the questions in an AI, and then the AI will tell them. I mean, they're already using an AI voice for the video, and it seems like they're using some kind of AI editing thing, so chances are they use that for the research too. Anyways, we see another video about the events after the Invincible War, where all the evil variants get sent there. In the video, they say that the Viltrumite Mark was the strongest one. It's one that all of them had to gang up with him. But clearly, if we read later in the comics, in chapter 104, I think it was, they show that his body is the freshest. Even Cannibal Mark points it out. He was clearly the last one to be killed. You can see all the other ones, their skeletons, whatnot, they've clearly been dead for a while his is the freshest. So he was clearly the latest to die. And at least in this video, some of the people can tell. You got comments of people saying oh dude, Mark's body, this Mark, his body was way fresher, or dude, he clearly was the latest one to die. So at least in this video, they're kind of calling it out. So here we see some art posted by one of the artists for Invincible, Ryan Oatley. In this art, It's a drawing of one of the Viltrumites named Bernard. Anyways, with this image, a lot of people have been like claiming that it's like Young Conquest, like this is Conquest when he was younger, or like they make posts saying, oh look, this is what Conquest used to be like. At least for the comics for now, there's not really any backstory for Conquest. Maybe like some dialogue mentioning like what he used to be like what he used to do, but there's no like real like pictures or images or like real like story around like the background and backstory of Conquest. The only thing we see of him in the past is how he lost like his eye and like one of his arms. It was like the Ragnar's, but other than that, we never see anything before that. And there's people in the comments that you know, unlike the previous like post I showed in this one, they believe it and they think like, oh, this is Young Conquest. But again, I mean, the person could have been mistaken in this video, that's fine, but or I don't know, they could be just lying for the attention. Now this post here is one of like the main ones that got me to actually want to make this video. In the past, I've seen a couple posts like these, and I remember I'm thinking like, is this correct, is this wrong? Because again, it had been some time since I read the comics. I thought like, oh, maybe my knowledge isn't spot on. But that post about a bat being apparently Young Conquest, that really like set me into making this video, because I knew for a fact there's no such thing ever, as far as I know at least, there's no such thing as any Young Conquest. And this was confirmed to be true when Ryan Oatley reposted the picture of him, saying like it was this lesser known Viltrumite named Bernard. And in the comments under the official artist post, there are people saying like, oh, on TikTok, people think this is Young Conquest. And he was like, wait, really? Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. I just want to explain that, you know, there's some misinformation and, you know, and on social media about Invincible, some posts. And this isn't just for Invincible, it's about like any like show or movie or whatnot. You see all the time when people post stuff online, it's always, you never know whether it's true or false. You know, it's kind of the #1 rule of the internet. Don't believe everything you see. You know, I guess take everything with a grain of salt. I guess the takeaway from this video, like some advice I give, is try to stay clear of like the AI generated content. Like the ones where they use like the AI voice and they kind of pump out the videos every day. Because most likely, like I said earlier, they probably use an AI to do the research for them. I guess if you guys want to get like facts and stuff about Invincible or just see like content about it, just take it from like a trusted content creator, like someone has like a decent community, you know, good trust. Because obviously they're not gonna like make like false stuff about the show, because you know they'd get a bad rep from that, so they're not gonna do that. And besides that, you could always just read the comics. You know, it's 100% true there, and it's pretty good. I strongly recommend you guys checking out the comics. And anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, just, you know, subscribe, like, comment. You know, if you're gonna comment, it could be positive or maybe some bit of criticism, you know, what you liked about the video, what you didn't like, feedback I can improve. I live stream about maybe like every day or so, just randomly whenever I'm able to. And if you guys want to check out some other content, I do vlogs, I do gaming videos, a lot of gaming videos. I have at least one short film. It's not really very good. Well, it's not bad. You guys can still check it out. It's one I made in high school. I'm gonna have a lot more short films out, you know, gonna be working on stuff like that. But anyways, that's it, guys. See you.